Hey everyone, there was some big news coming out of Pinterest in their latest earnings conference call, and I thought I'd share the big picture items with you in this brief video. So let's get right into it, starting with the fact that Pinterest is improving monetization on the platform, making it more value for advertisers as a full funnel platform. That's going to be a big key for Pinterest. It's behind other social media companies in terms of the average revenue per user because it's not as far along in terms of monetizing its user base. It's got over 400 million monthly active users, but it doesn't generate as much revenue per user as, of course, Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. They are all ahead of Pinterest in terms of average revenue per user. And before Twitter went private and we were getting data from Twitter, Twitter was also significantly ahead of Pinterest. So Pinterest has been in last place in terms of average revenue per user. This is a good step forward, and we're going to see more in this video about that. So their engagement wins are contributing to this growth by delivering more supply and favorable pricing. That's true. In the latest quarter, Pinterest got its users to spend more time on the platform and interact with the platform more often. Those are both keys to increasing monetization, right? Because the more time you spend on the platform, the more time there's available to show you advertisements. So that was a key, and with more supply of advertisements available, Pinterest can then lower the price to marketers by saying, hey, if you buy more, we can offer you a lower price because now we've got that availability. So those are working in Pinterest's favor right now. So their ad marketplace is getting more efficient, contributing to an 8% reduction in CPAs for performance advertisers. CPA in this case stands for cost per acquisition. Marketers often use this metric to judge how effective their marketing campaigns are. If the cost per acquisition is lower on Pinterest, that's going to entice them to spend more money on Pinterest because they're getting customers at lower prices. And if those customers are spending money on their websites at similar rates, but now they're getting the customer at a lower price, that brings them greater value, a greater return on investment, which makes Pinterest more attractive to advertisers, and ultimately that's what makes Pinterest more attractive to investors. And so here's the really big thing that came out from the earnings call is they made a deal with Amazon as a first party ad partner. So Amazon was the right partner to bring third party demand onto Pinterest because they offer a lot of relevant shoppable ad content paired with a seamless consumer buying experience. And this is going to accelerate their efforts to take users from inspiration to action. So this is big news for Pinterest stock investors. Making a connection with Amazon is huge because consumers, if they can integrate the experience, if they can integrate that effectively, that can provide huge benefits. People go onto Pinterest platforms sometimes looking for, let's say, ideas for a July 4 barbecue. And if they see certain items on Pinterest platform, if those items are available on Amazon to purchase, if they can integrate that where one click can take them from the Pinterest app to Amazon to make that purchase, that could be huge, right? Because right now it's not very well integrated. That connection is not very well made just yet, and if they can make that connection, that could be a big deal for Pinterest stock investors because that's a greater opportunity for monetization. So Pinterest informing investors that it may not be until next year that we see a more meaningful revenue impact from this deal with Amazon. So it's going to take time to implement these changes, and you may not see a meaningful revenue impact until 2024. So look out for that as something to benefit for Pinterest in 2024. It's not going to be a 2023 thing in terms of revenue and profitability, which goes very nicely with Pinterest's long-term goal to make every pin shoppable. to make every pin shoppable. And if I was a Pinterest shareholder, which I am not, I would be asking Pinterest management to accelerate these efforts. I think they are behind in terms of making their pins shoppable. When I was using the platform early days in 2020 looking for home office ideas, it was frustrating because I would see ideas on the Pinterest platform for a home office and I would have wanted to just buy everything that I saw on that image all together, all at once to build out my home office, but that wasn't the capability that Pinterest offered. And so that was frustrating as a customer, as a Pinterest user, to not be able to do that, and to have to go to several different websites to find each individual thing to then put it all together. So if Pinterest can make that all connected where I see something I like on Pinterest, it's a collection of items, if I can just click and buy it all together, that would be a great service to its customers. And oh, by the way, Pinterest can profit off that significantly through, cost per click or affiliate, revenue. All kinds of ways Pinterest can monetize that if it can go ahead and make that connection to make it more shoppable. So this is something I would be looking for Pinterest to accelerate these efforts to make every pin more shoppable. All right, but that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.